welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Michelle. Nice to meet you, and I am a full-time reseller on Poshmark and eBay. Today I have a haul for you from last night when I went sourcing. I spent 30 minutes in one Goodwill and I came out with a bunch of stuff. So I got 10 garments, 2 purses, and 4 pairs of shoes. So if you're interested in to see what I buy and for profit, hopefully, after I clean it all up and steam it and wash it and all that good stuff, just stay tuned. So this is going to be a haul, like I said, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 piece haul, 16 piece haul. And I want to start doing these videos with the receipt in hand. I generally like trash the receipt right after, but I want to make sure that you know how much I am purchasing each item for to get a better idea of profit wise, because nobody's getting rich here. I do sound like a broken record. I always say that. I mean, some people are. There are 7-figure resellers that are just punching an 80-hour-a-week clock. I punch a 40 to 50-hour week. I do work 7 days a week. But the meat of the business is going out there and going through hundreds of garments, trying to find a good quality garment to come home, wash, steam, and list. Basically a personal shopper, if you will. That's it, because there are a lot of people that just simply do not like shopping in person, and they appreciate to go online and shop, if they're, especially if they're not an Amazon or Walmart person or whatever, if they're looking for unique pieces. I recently sold a travel bag to someone who had the same travel bag, I guess, in their youth, and they were happy to come across it, and they were, you know, across the country. So there you have it. Okay, so I'm going to start with the shoes. So I pick up my shoes for $5.99, so $6 plus tax at my Goodwill. So I picked up these vintage Talbot alligator or croc type leather shoes. They're vintage. This is the vintage Talbot's label. And I do quite well with vintage Talbots. I feel like I do better with vintage Talbots than not. If you saw, I'll try to link it in the description, a video that I did a few days ago of some pair of silk black Talbot's trousers that were just up for like a couple days, and I sold them for $40. They probably retailed for over $100. They were vintage silk unlined trousers that they no longer make, and so that's why people go to the secondhand market to find something that they have it currently and they're looking to update it or had in their past and so forth. So yeah, these are just lovely condition, especially for being so vintage. When buying heels, I rarely buy heels. In fact, out of the 180 pairs of shoes that I have listed, I think maybe only 5 are heels. So I don't sell a whole lot of heels, but I'm not picking up a whole lot of heels. These are 2-inch, so I think they're maybe called kitten heels. And they are a 10 medium, you could see on the back. So when buying heels, you want to make sure that little heel part is still nice. You want to make sure there's not peeling on the outside of the leather. You want to make sure there's no peeling in the inside of the leather. And lastly, look at the toes. People do not like scuffed toes. So these, I'm going to say they're an 8 out of 10. And I picked them up for $6. I will list them for $40, and I will take probably 30 up offers. So that is why I picked up those. They are a size 10 medium. Next are some Y2k 100% wooden with some, what is that called? Maybe raffia or like hemp. So these are from like probably 2000, maybe even 1999. The brand is LEI, and I picked these up actually for my daughter. I have 2 daughters that sell, and one of my daughters sells on Depop, and so I picked up these up for her to sell. So these are vintage, they're wooden, and they're solid, guys. They're size 10, and I picked them up for $5.99. A nice heavy-duty block heel. It looks like 3-inch heel in excellent condition, so someone didn't wear them too much. But these could probably use like a little polish. These, I'm not sure if they're leather or not, but they could probably use a little polish because they were probably sitting in someone's wardrobe all these years. So I picked those up for my daughter to sell. And did I say what size those were? Those are size 10, guys. All man-made materials, size 10. And next, I picked up some black leather loafers. And why I picked them up, I wasn't familiar with this brand, which is Blondo. They are genuine leather, and I picked them up because they say that they're waterproof, and I thought that was pretty cool to have a leather shoe that is actually treated and they're waterproof. And they look like to me, they were not worn at all. Look at that on the bottom. Like you can't see any heel drag, you can't see any dirt or what have you. You can't see anything. Like they don't look like they were ever worn. I do still always Clorox, I use a Clorox wipe to to sanitize the inside, and I use a leather wipe. All that's in my description of all my videos. But yeah, you could pick them up at Walmart. You don't have to get them on Amazon. You can get them anywhere. Those leather wipes. They already have the I don't have it in here. But yeah, so I give all the shoes a nice clean. You don't want to be selling shoes that are dirty. Although there's a market for that, believe it or not. But yes, Blondo. And these are waterproof, and they are genuine leather, and they are an 8, size 8, which is a very popular women's size. Again, $5.99. I will probably put these up because they look like new for $50, and then take a 40 up offer. All right, and the last fourth pair of shoe that I got were these boots, and they are by the brand Born. I haven't picked up this brand in probably a decade. So I'm just trying it, guys. So these are genuine suede. I basically picked them if they were suede. If they were leather, I could have still picked them up, but suede is still trending this year in 2025. Suede started trending, I think, in 2023, and it's still trending. People like suede bags and suede shoes. Of course, they're not going to be weatherproof, but people still wear these with cutoff shorts in the summertime. So there's that. And yeah, so they're just genuine suede. The brand is Born, which I think we all know by now. That's a oldie trusty goodie, and the size is 9. So they're 9, a leather suede Born shoe. And I haven't pulled comps, so I don't know how much I'm gonna listen for. I think I'll probably listen for 40 and take like a $35 offer. Okay, so that is it for shoes, guys. 2 little purses. Again, I couldn't pass this up. This brand is a oldie but a goodie, vintage brand, and I think it's a brand that I can't pronounce. Let's see. It is 18 Algner. I'm going to say just Algner. I've heard this pronounced so many times. Shame on me for not being able to pronounce it. Goodness. But it's a vintage bag that was very popular. The brand as a whole was popular in the 70s and the 80s. Genuine leather, and this like banana color leather. This beigey leather is just so cute. And that's why I picked it up. I pick up my bags for $3.99. Unless they're totes, then they're only $1. So yeah, just a cute little everyday bag. It is adjustable. It's on the longest right now, but you could make it shorter. You could make it that short. So it's just a cute little shoulder bag. When picking up bags, you have to look at the corners to make sure there's no wear, because you will get a negative. People, I mean, I agree. You don't want a bag that's too tired looking. Gently used is fine. And this does not look, this looks new to me. I do not see any wear on it. When picking up handbags, the first thing I do in the thrift store, I go past the bags and I look to see if anything looks like real leather or real suede. If it does, I'm looking at then the brand. If the brand looks good, I make sure that the bottom is no wear. I make sure there's no scratches all over the leather. I make sure the strap is still looking good. And then another thing that's equally important, even though it doesn't show, make sure there's no ink explosion in there, makeup explosion, pen explosion, what have you. So you have to look at all the compartments to make sure gum. There could be anything hiding in there. There could be cash in there. That's happened sometime. And you don't, well, you might want the cash, but you don't want the makeup and the dirtiness of whatever, gum wrappers. And then lastly, if that checks all the marks, you have to take the smell test to make sure it didn't come from a house that had a heavy smoker in the house. Because once your leather, or sometimes even clothing or shoes, gets that really intense cigarette smoke smell, no one's going to want it. I don't even think a smoker would want it. And I've brought in my fair share of plushes, bags, clothes without doing that smell test. And unfortunately, I've tried the freezer, I've tried the baking soda, sitting it outside. It's just very hard, and who wants to go through all that? So yeah, it's just a cute little bag. That is why I picked it up, $3.99. And I don't know how much I'm gonna list it for. It'd be nice if I can get 40. It is genuine leather, but we'll see. And then the next is a Margot of New York. I believe this brand comes from TJ Maxx or Marshalls. It is genuine leather. And I think they retail for about 90 to 100. Unless they've come down, I'll put the price here. I'll go ahead and Google it and find out. It is a fabric strap, but the strap is removable, so you can carry it as a satchel, and it is all genuine leather. Very nice, soft leather. Again, I did the smell test. It has a tassel. And I think it's just cute. It's very hard for me to leave leather behind regardless of the brand. Some brands obviously do better than others, but this is a nice, I mean, this is just a nice quality black bag. And so I'm not sure how much I'm going to list it for. I'm hoping to get 40 like the other one, so we'll see. All right, so now the 10 items of clothing, guys. Okay, so let's first talk about this shirt or sweatshirt. I've sold it twice before. Yeah, I've sold it twice before. And I've not only sold it twice before, it was this size 2X that I sold it for. This is just a Hayden boutique pullover, black gray tie-dye, raw, wait, is it a raw hem? No, it's actually not a raw hem. Looks like a raw hem, right? Because rolled up. But yeah, this is just a talk to me, I'm a friendly person, approach me, and I am ready to be your friend type of shirt. So that is what this shirt is. And I usually get $30 for them. The last 2 times I got 30. So I'll be putting this up for $35, and I will take a $30 offer. And I spent $4.99 for each of these pieces I'm about to show you. So that's number 1 of 10. All right, next is Lauren by Ralph Lauren. Beautiful, just a nice classic. I mean, this brand as a whole is classic. So kind of like old money vibes. This with some white slacks, 3/4 length sleeves, extra large. Has this going for it, has a lot going for it, kind of nautical sailor vibes. And that is why I picked it up. All right, moving right along. No haul of mine is complete unless there's a Chico's piece. And this is just a boring, basic t-shirt, but the bottom has a little something going for it. See, it's like a point to it. So the hemline was just something that was a little more interesting than just a straight cut. And that is why I picked it up, because it is just a t-shirt. If we're being honest, maybe it retail for 40, you know, but I am hoping to get 20. I'm sure I could get 20. So this is extra large because they use vanity sizing. They use 1 through 4. And number 3 is their extra large. Navy blue. And let's see, the content of this is cotton modal. Modal's good. So that is that. Next, back to some Ralph Lauren. And this is Lauren Ralph Lauren XL. I wonder if it belonged, this came from the same Goodwill. So I wonder if the striped one, they donated the red one as well. I could see that they're kind of the same. They have these gold button detail on each of the shoulder. And it's cable knit. That's what that pattern of knit is called, cable knit. And it feels like 100% cotton. I believe this brand, I don't want to say it always is, but there it is, 100% cotton. It says that right on the tag. Missed that. Most of the time, Ralph Lauren is 100% cotton, at least in their green label. They have green labels, purple labels, black labels, and purple labels are the highest. That's runway. If you find a Ralph Lauren purple label, I've only found it, I think, 2 or 3 times. My daughter finds it. I feel like she finds it like every other month. But that is runway. If it's a purple label, buy it. I sold the blazer last year for $500. It was a purple label. Green label is their lowest end, Lauren by Ralph Lauren. And then Chaps is a blue label. And that's also, I think they actually sell Chaps at Walmart now, if I'm not mistaken. At least at our Walmarts in North Carolina. I think they're like on mannequins the last time I was there. So yeah, the value obviously decreases, you know, when it becomes so mainstream. But people still, not everybody goes to Walmart, you know. So people still go to the secondhand market to buy these at a good cost. That is not retail, because I mean, it probably retailed for about $120. And I will probably get 30 to 40. So good deal. All right, moving right along with Lauren Ralph Lauren. This is an XL as well. It might have belonged to the same person because all 3 of them were in the thrift store together. And I think I will probably keep this little vintage number for myself because I really like it. I think with a little denim skirt would look so cute for the summertime. And this is just extra large again. I love the little crochet. That was the selling point for me. If I don't like the way it looks and I'll sell it, probably be able to get $20 for it. Because something like this, it's ribbed, it's vintage, ivory cream, but it's a little bit vintage. So I'm not sure how much I'd be able to get for this. But if I like the way it looks on me, I'm going to keep it. Otherwise, I will sell it. Fabric content, 100% cotton again, guys. All right, next is a new with tags April Cornell, guys. Oh my gosh, it's not April Cornell. I thought it was when I bought it. You know, I'm a fool. I bought this because I looked at it real quick, and because it's that style, I read April Cornell and I threw it in my cart without even a second glance. It does not say April Cornell. Oh my goodness. All right. This is live, guys. We're not editing this out. Okay, so it's an XX, so it's a plus size XXL. New, I've sold plenty of April Cornell, and it's usually this style. Oh my goodness. But it says Adria Ace, Daffodil, or Dalafiel. I have no idea, but I will find out. So I'm not going to be listing that until I find out exactly what it says. That's reading backwards to me. Anyways, we won't spend any more time. So it's a twofer. Yeah, it's twofer. It looks like two pieces, but it's actually only one piece. And it has so much laser cut out. It's screaming April Cornell. You cannot use that for a keyword because otherwise you will get a strike on your Poshmark and eBay closet. You could use plenty of I could use boho, and I could use, you know, laser. I could use floral. I could use different cores for aesthetics as keywords. But unfortunately, I can't use April Cornell dupe because you will get, that will get flagged. So yeah, it's just a polyester, 96% polyester, 4% spandex. And had I had known and realized and took a second glance at it, like I should have, I would not have gotten this piece. I paid $4.99. I have no idea if it'll sell, but I'll let you know. Okay, so moving right along, Talbots. Talbots is part of my bread and butter, and this is XLP, which is Talbots Petite. I don't understand Talbots Petite, to be honest, because I'm definitely not petite, but petite fits me. Not with pants, but when they have shirts like this, tunic length, that's at least 31 inches. I don't understand how it's petite because it looks, I mean, it's huge. It's probably a 46-inch chest, definitely a 31-inch from shoulder to hem. That's how you tell the length. It has some button decor on the side, and there's no pilling on it. There's no holes on it, a little bit of lint. So yeah, I picked it up because it's an XL, because Talbots is my bread and butter, and because the color charcoal gray is very popular right now. And I think always is. And the fabric is 70% nylon, 30% lamb's wool. Lamb's wool. I'm so thankful that there are no moth holes in it. All right, so then the last two pieces, guys, and I'm hoping someone will buy this as a set. Actually, there's 3 pieces, but these 2 pieces were put together. I think someone tried on these 2 pieces together because they were on the put-back rack. Look at that. So these are Chico's pull-on trousers with pockets. What size are you? They are the So Slimming by Chico, size 3, which is their extra large. So they are pull-on. They have the tummy panel, flat front, pockets, full length, rust. I mean, screaming fall vibes. I would wear this myself in the fall. And then there's an G. This is a boutique brand that you could get about $20, $25 for. It does sell. I mean, I paid $5 for it, but if I saw this like at the bins or a yard sale for $1, I would be picking it up regardless. But yeah, it's very boho. It has the smocking on the sleeves, and it has all the rust on it, floral. It's very mixed media. It's very, very pretty. And boy, it would look so pretty with those trousers. Very pretty. So I picked up both of those for $9.99 each. And lastly were these M.Cruz, new to me brand. My daughter taught me this brand. These are their golf pants, and they retail for several hundreds of dollars. I did pull comps, and they're all over the place. Sometimes they're 20, sometimes they're 60. I'm going to try for 60, of course. Once they're washed and pressed and find the stock photo and put a good description with keywords, they are full length. The fabric, I mean, you do get what you pay for. I'm not sure what the fabric is, but it better not be polyester because it feels really nice. So they're a black drawstring, I would say mixed media because they have different fabrics in here. And they're full length in the back, pockets in the back. And I thought when I pulled comps, people were calling them golf pants. But let's see. Okay, so they are, they're cotton modal, guys. And they are actually lined with 100% cotton. So yeah, you get what you pay for. So that is how they look. And they are size 3, vanity sizing like Chico's, XL, but there's no way I'm fitting in there. I was like, they're nice, I like them, but they would be like skinny jeans, I think. Okay, so yeah, that's standard M.Cruz. So because it says standard, it very well might be the lower tier of M.Cruz, which means I probably won't get as much as I would think I would get. because brands have different tiers, you know, because there's certain people that can't afford Runway, there's certain people that can't afford Dillard's and mall prices, so they always have lower tiers. And oftentimes they come to places like Target, they do collabs, and pretty sure in H&M, pretty sure that's what collabs are about too, just to get the person familiar with the brand. So that is it, guys. That is all my items that I got last night. So now got to wash, steam, press, and edit those pictures and get them listed hopefully in the next week. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope everybody has a great day. Bye-bye.